Some killers' default perks work very well on other killers, so I've swapped some of those killers and made builds around each individual perk. We're continuing our Animatronic Clown series with the next perk, Bamboozle, from the Clown. Bamboozle blocks the last window that you vault through for 16 seconds. Good for shutting down loops, this has additional synergy with your fire axe by forcing survivors into taking predictable paths that you'll be able to hit easily. But what sort of build works best with Bamboozle? Well, a block everything build, of course. Thrilling Tremors blocks all generators for 30 seconds once you pick up a survivor. Despite sounding like a slowdown perk, this perk is best used for info, letting you know which generators are currently being worked on. Dead Man's Switch will block the first generator a survivor stops working on once you hook a survivor. It pairs very well with Thrilling Tremors, as you'll see exactly which gen to move to, and get there to block that gen as well. Grim Embrace will be our final perk, blocking all gens whenever you hook each survivor for the first time. It'll not only trigger Dead Man's Switch by forcing a survivor off a gen, but it also synergizes very well with Thrilling Tremors. For add-ons, we're going with Bonnie's guitar strings and the restaurant menu, which help us know which gens to pressure throughout the game, while reducing the punishment that we receive for missing an axe toss. I considered going full-on meme and using 2 more add-ons that block things, but I wanted to make this build as strong as possible while remaining on theme, as opposed to making a more silly build. But stick around after the gameplay and I'll go over a slightly sillier option that you can use if you prefer. But for now, let's get to the matches. Okay, we've got the alien map here. Not my favorite map, but a few of these tiles we should be able to hit with our axe pretty easily, like during loops, especially this circle structure in the middle there, the table. That being said, I'm going to get some blood points here. I'm going to look around. Okay, it looks like the totems over there have been used up. So let's head in that direction. I bet you can find somebody over here. I did see that the gen next to the one I just teleported to has the most progress. So if there's nobody here, we can head straight over there and probably find somebody. And of course there's somebody right here. I could have hit that if I was Huntress, but I am not. So let's start this chase here. I'm just going to break this with our event power. And when possible, we're going to be going for the double hits. Just because that's just the fastest down you can get with Springtrap. Hit him with the axe and then fill him up with a little grab. I continue to be surprised by hitboxes for those stuns. We should be able to get him right here. He continues to not dodge in any direction. Always nice for us. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but I swear they changed the hitbox for pallets somewhat recently, maybe a few months ago now, but they never feel quite right to me anymore. Whatever, probably a ping issue. Okay, he's running over here. Oh, we got a head-on gamer here. Well, hey, if that's where he's going to have his fun, we'll be happy to have him have it. I'm a little weird in this scenario, I guess, because if a survivor likes to meme around and... Okay, this guy does do some big dodges. If he likes to do the stuns and the goofing off, as long as it's not going to cost me the game, I tend to just let survivors do it. Let them have their fun. I mean, I'm going to win in the end anyway. Let's put him up. Let's look around and see where we should head. We see a couple of gens that didn't quite block with Thrilling Tremors. Not actually sure what happened there. But it's alright. I'm sure we'll find somebody in this general area. Maybe, maybe not. I don't see anybody, but that was a very fast heal on that survivor. Let's head back in this general area. And it's him again. I really don't want to go for the Jake here, but he seems to be pretty good at looping, so And it is only a second hook, so I guess I don't really mind that bad. That being said, this is kind of an annoying loop for me to hit with the axe. He has just enough distance that it's going to make it tough to even get a first hit, let alone a double. So let's try getting a little bit closer this time. I see the face hugger in that wall there. You like that hit. That's fine, I liked it too. You're in this locker, aren't you? Yeah, you're in this locker. Well, hey. I'll take a head-on any day over yet another Dead Hard or Live. Actually, come to think of it, I don't really see as many lives nowadays as I used to. It used to be like every other person at Dead Hard or Live. Nowadays it seems like Dramaturgy's taken like everybody's excitement. And I get it, it's a fun perk. I certainly like making people scream, even if it's myself. But a little bit more perk variety would be nice. Okay, we'll pick him up. We will look around. Okay, so we see that there's a survivor over here. Let's put him up, get our dead man switch going. Let's head right over here. Okay, so someone just let go of the generator. But that's fine, because that gen's blocked. So that survivor is going to have to find a different generator or something else to do. That works well for us. And you were in a bad spot. Oh, the survivors watching us on those security doors. Hey, you can enjoy the show too. And I swear, oh, you know, that was probably just as stupid. Man, I hate this, I like the event, but I hate this event girl. She drives me crazy. She's so obnoxious. I'm glad they toned her down a lot more than last year, but oof. That gen is a lot of progress, but right now we're in a pretty good spot, so I'm not too worried. This girl does not like to dodge very well, it's good to note. She also did use Dramaturgy right there, so we don't have to worry about Dead Hard or any other perks in the future. And I'm going to break this, and you know, I probably shouldn't swerve this far. But there's not much she can do, she's going to have to leave this area. Now this map is not amazing for Bamboozle, but we can shut off a couple of loops here. Oh, you know what? Someone's on this generator. Yeah, I would not stay here, bud. Okay, he doesn't go to the window, which is probably smart. Unlike that. Let's get this out of the way. Put on another nice show for that facehugger in there. There's a down there. Let's just put him up right over here. This is his second hook. And we'll be happy to have Deadman switch back up. Here's a Sable. There goes the Sable. And this should be our last stack for Grim Embrace as well. Which is nice because she's not the obsession. I have a bad habit of having the obsession be my fourth stack, so I miss out on the ore reading. She's in the basement. Let's move a little bit away from her, and let's see where that aura pops up. Oh, there you are. Okay, she's unhooked already. That's fine. Okay, Jake. You gonna find another locker to hide in? Oh, you were actually in the locker. No joke. Are you for real, man? Okay, come on. Come on. There you go. Wow, the wombo combo. Thankfully, I have ears, though. Oh, Jake, I hope you had fun. Off you go.
It will end.
Man, that remote hook is so strong. You know, they're adding a version of the Survivor's fake palace from this event as one of the next perks that they're going to get from the, what's it called? Walking Dead characters that they're adding. So I wonder if we're going to see like a remote perk, perk added at some point for killers. I'm going to guess not because it's such a strong effect, but you never know. I mean, it could be a nice perk. I'm just going to throw her all the way in the corner over here. I mean, you can clearly tell that these events are used as like springboards to test out different perks and ideas that they have for the future. Ooh, I almost hit that. So I'm curious to see what they've got planned for our next killer. Let's make it to this pallet, and we do. Oh man, I almost had that. My shots have been just slightly off today. I'm just gonna leave that for the moment. Let's see if I can do a nice little trick shot here. No, I need to aim a little bit higher. Gonna break this and head over here. The only place he can go. And I could have got a M1 over there, but I want the double tap. So let's throw my axe, get a little bit extra speed. The cooldown for retrieving your axe is very short with the restaurant menus, so I don't feel bad doing that at all. Hold still, will you? I do find that it's better, more often than not. To have your axe on you so you can go for those kind of trick shots when you get a good opportunity. Because there will be a lot of times where you're just running around and you see a survivor that's just in the right spot to hit him. So, in my experience at least, bringing back your axe a little bit earlier, ooh, that was a good block, than you would expect, is actually a good way to get better at Springtrap. Which is kind of counterproductive, I know. Being able to turn back to a normal speed killer at will is kind of like a really nice thing that he has compared to some of the other killers like Hag, which are just sort of stuck as permanently slow killers. There's not really anything they can do about it. And there's nowhere you're going here, except for down. Let's pick you up. Ooh, okay, so she just got off the hook there. Not off the hook, off the generator that she was working on. To trigger Dead Man Switch. She didn't know I still had Dead Man Switch trigger ready to go. So I didn't see which one it was. Okay, it was this one over there. Let's see if we can go and sneak up on her. Maybe we can cut her off. I doubt she's going to go straight to the hook. She went straight to the hook. I don't even know how she got there in time. You know what? She probably used the doors, didn't she? Okay, well, we know exactly where they're headed thanks to the scratch marks. And they're both over here. Perfect. Let's see if we can go and cut this game short. Okay, no axe hit. We did zone her to a nice little M1. Let's break that. And they'll chase both of them in this direction. Yeah, not much she can do right here. Let's see, I want to get an axe hit. I want to get an M1 if possible. Alright, fine. Let's see, waiting for my power to come back. Now we'll toss her up. Gotta get a couple extra masquerade points, of course.
Goodbye.
And let's look around. Okay, so he finished healing. He could have had a couple of perks. But the question is, where is the hatch going to spawn? They could spawn basically anywhere on this map. Well, if he finds it, he finds it. I'm not sure we can still go through the doors and then hear the hatch as we move through, but we could try it. Oh, he's already got it. Yeah, he's long gone. Okay, let's see what they brought. Just the standard stuff. There was a syringe on the Sable. I see that Adam was running the old self-care body knowledge combo. So he got a nice fast heal on himself. But hey, nice little game. Let's go on to the next. Okay, we got the swamp. One of the oldest maps. It is a map that I do like. But it's also a map that's a little annoying. It still has all these like really weird tile set spawns. And if I wasn't annoyed by that enough, we also have Only one cake by the survivors. I mean, come on, where's your holiday spirit, man? It's the anniversary. But anyway, we got a nice first chase here with the Jonah. He's gonna run the main building here. We do have a pallet right here if we can get him to drop in. He doesn't, he greeds it. Fine by me, should be able to get this down. That was a close one, I almost didn't get that one. Okay, let's pick him up, let's look around. Okay, we see the one generator over there that likely has a survivor working on it. We don't get a DMS block, but that's fine. Barely any progress on this thing at all. Oh, we do get another DMS proc, which was right on that gen right behind me. And that's fine, but right now let's take this chase that we have. Okay, we've got one of the only windows on this map. And how is he going to run this? Actually, the tile set underneath this pier here, I don't know if it's my least favorite tile, but it's up there. It's such a weird tile set. You gonna drop this? You are. Here, let me give you an axe for your trouble. A nice one too. It's really hard for survivors if they get caught in a bad spot like that. Let's see. So we have just the one gen down there. That's somebody on it. Did I hear somebody? Maybe not. Maybe that was just a fire barrel. Let's head in here. See if we can head to that area. Not a lot of progress on this gen over here, but it is one that we can shut down with bamboozle. And this cage is of course using the ever popular dramaturgy. Is he going for a trade? He is. We'll let the Alan Wake run off. Okay, we'll get our axe back, and we should get a hit right here. Oh, close. You know, if that was a hand grenade instead of an axe, I would have had that. He's going to head in this direction. He doesn't have much before he gets to Shack. Yeah, he's wisely leaving. But thankfully, he's not dodging this axe. Let's look around. Okay, we see the gen being worked on. We'll use the remote hook to put him a little bit farther away from it. And this is a great gen to block with Dead Man's Switch. Let's see, are they running straight for the unhook? No, they are not. This loop's a little bit too high for us to hit over with our axe. Well, they're all here, I see. No, don't just hit in front. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give him a hit. Just in case he was sticking a syringe on him there. I'm happy to waste that syringe. But yeah, we're going to go for the stable right here. And we know this area here is a bit of a dead zone when I can break that remotely. She's going to run down. And yeah, there's nowhere she's going from here. I'll be happy to take this free pallet as well. Okay, let's look around. Where can I... Okay, we just have the one gen ahead of us. And that is our fourth stack. Oh, man. Just a slightly too slow that. We almost blocked that off. That would have been a perfect time to have Grim Embrace trigger, but... Oh well. Let's see, he's going to head to this little boat. And actually, there are a couple more windows here than I was thinking. I know the other swamp kind of sucks for windows. Although the other swamp does have those big windows on the main building. Those ones are nice to shut down. So I guess even on maps with a few windows, you can still get some decent effect from bamboozle. I was almost heavily punished with my greed there. You know, but just going for those axe hits, man. I mean, that's how you get good at a killer. You just got to keep practicing with those hits over and over again. Okay, so we don't have Dead Man's Switch that triggered a minute ago. Let's see if we can use our aura reading. Okay, the gen lower had more progress, but my gut is telling me that there's somebody here. 2 people here from the looks of it. Let's see. Got another heal right in our face. We're happy to interrupt that. Although unfortunately no Sloppy Butcher effect. It's actually one of his best add-ons, so it might be worth using that more often. Especially since it's only a green add-on. Oh, you're in a bad spot. Yeah, that's fine. Get this out of the way. One of the rare times when that enduring effect is probably better than the alternatives. Yeah, I didn't think I had the range there, but it was worth a shot. And I'll just put them on here. And that gen got done just a second before we got there too. And we've had bad luck this game with DMS. That being said, that gen's a good one to block, so I'm not going to complain. And now you are in 2-tap territory. Okay, he goes to the window, he blocks it. Actually, the survivors blocking the windows themselves are kind of one of the reasons why I want to do the event queue instead of the normal queue. Just so there's a couple more blocks thrown in there.
Goodbye.
I have an alternate version of this build, which uses a couple of his more rare add-ons to block various things. And that was originally my idea for this build. I was going to be a little bit sillier with it. But I just found that if you're going for that, you really kind of have to throw the game. I know he was going to go for that window. It's the most obvious option. You kind of have to throw the game to like try to show that off in a video. And I don't know. I don't want to play 10 games and then, you know, just get one gameplay footage. I prefer to just play a couple of games and upload those. But who knows, maybe I'll revisit it later in the future. This is the gen here that was unblocked. We'll head over here. We have the Nicolas Cage who's wounded and waiting for us. It's pretty much a dead zone up here, so I'm not too afraid.
Don't move.
Okay, we can't teleport him to a hook until we get a little bit lower. Okay, that's like halfway on the stairs, I guess.
Up you go.
And I love the Springtrap sass. So much personality. Okay, 2 left. Now the question is, where are they? This gen is a lot of progress. Somebody's here. Everybody loves to go for that window. Yeah, I wish I could go for like more long-range axe hits, but that's a Huntress thing. That's not a Springtrap thing. I'm actually wondering why they went with the axe. Like, I get it that where did she go? I have no idea where she went. I get there was, you know, some instances in lore where he used an axe or whatever. It would have been cool if he used like okay, those crows meant someone was just entering the main building. So let's head in that direction. It would have been cool if they had it more like animatronic themed, like they did like some of those what are they called, the shades or the ghosts or whatever that were in FNAF 3. I'm sure you could have had him like instead of tossing an axe, he tossed like a phantom or someone like a phantom animatronic from 3. Oh man, I was trying to break that thing remotely and I messed that up, and that's going to punish me really heavily. But even though that would, I guess, feel a little bit more like FNAF, that wasn't something that like he actually did in the games, right? Like he wasn't summoning the phantoms. That was just your own hallucinations. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. Whatever. We got an axe. It works out decently well. where is this wake going? Is he going back for Shaq? He is. We'll block the window. And he's going to go through the door. And get a nice little poke for his trouble.
Lay there and suffer.
Oh, sorry, Springtrap. We're not slugging today. Let's put him up. Oh, that just leaves the Sable. Okay, anybody over here? No? The crows just flew up. Oh, here's the hatch. Okay, that just leaves the doors. They're decently far apart. I can throw my axe here. I don't know if I'll get a notification for that. I don't know if the notification like fades. Like if you only get it for a couple seconds, like when a survivor walks past your axe. Because I've had times where I'll throw it by a door, and then the survivor will like do the door next to the axe. Oh, you poor soul. Wait, were you the one who brought the cake? I think you were. Yeah, you were. You know what? You can have the door. You brought a cake, you get the door. I think it's fair. Go. Now I'm gonna want that axe back though. I need that for the next trial. But yeah, I know nowadays people don't really give the door or even the hatch as much as they used to, since you get that instant gratification from the Mori. But what can I say? I'm a soft guy down below the metal exterior. Yes, yes, very good. Yes, go. Get out of the game. Get out. Oh, thank you. Nice little med kit to add to my collection. Alright. Yeah, okay, so they did have a syringe. So earlier when I gave them that little poke, I forget what survivor it was, but right after they got off hook, then they had the endurance effect taking down the deep wounds. And so that syringe was completely wasted just getting rid of that deep wounds. So that worked out pretty well for us. The Jonah was, of course, doing his adept. If I had known that, I probably would have given him Ash instead. But, yeah, whatever. It was a nice game, and I had a good time. So, my original idea for add-ons was going to be using the Iridescent Remnant along with the loot bag. The former blocking upright pellets after teleporting, while the latter blocking exit gates after hitting a survivor with your axe. However, they both suck. Remnant is basically useless as the duration is just too short to get any consistent value from it. The loot bag can be useful, but it's mostly an item of last resort, when you've already lost. Neither one of those just had the strength that I kind of wanted just for this build, so we went without it. Now that was the second of our 3 animatronic clown builds. Only Coulrophobia remains. Are you excited to see it? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're down there. But even if you don't, as always, thank you for watching.